What is going on, everybody? It is Ahmed, and I am back today with yet another video for you all. And I know it's been a little while. It's been almost 5 days since I've uploaded a video on YouTube, but a lot has been going on with the market in the negative sense. We've seen the biggest pullback in crypto over the last almost 1.5, 2 years. But as always, I like to preface by saying that I'm not a financial advisor, but rather I always try to put you guys on the plays that I'm in. Currently traveling, spending time with family and friends, and again, staying away from the market as much as possible because I know the more I look at it, the more tempted I would be to sell. But what I want to talk about is what is going to happen tomorrow regarding the Federal Reserve and the potential for a higher rate increase than expected, which can actually continue to pull back the market. Now, it goes both ways. If we see something that's better than expected, then we might see the market actually slightly recover. So let's look. Everything is down significantly. Ethereum at 1200, right around the levels that I started dollar cost averaging. Yesterday morning, I put out a tweet that I did buy more ETH. And our favorite token in the crypto ecosystem, SHIBAINU, is actually holding up quite nicely. I know it's down almost 90% from its all-time high, currently sitting at 8,324 Satoshis. So again, if we look at the 7-day chart, it pulled back as significant as pretty much the majority of the market. But one thing that I want everyone to start realizing is look at everything else. ETH down 32% on the week. Bitcoin down 28% on the week. But when you look at SHIB or Shiba Inu, it's down 22%. It's actually holding stronger than both ETH and Bitcoin over the last 7 days, which could mean something, or again, not much at all. But one of the other tokens that I do like, as always, you guys know, as Shiba Inu investors, and as the guy that's kind of known as the SHIB father, if you will, I have been continuously holding SHIB, but waiting to see what the market does tomorrow. So let's go ahead and talk about it. This is the big thing that people have been eyeing in terms of short-term potential for a rally, a relief rally, or again, an upward trend for cryptocurrency. Tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1:30 Central, 11:30 Pacific, Jerome Powell is set to speak at the FOMC press conference. We know this is a conference that has been going on for as long as we can know. But the big thing that we want to talk about is what is expected versus what to anticipate for tomorrow. The expectation is that interest rates will rise anywhere between 50 to as high as 75 basis points, meaning a 0.5% increase in interest rates all the way up to 0.75%. But anything more than that equals more fear, more uncertainty in the short term for the cryptocurrency and global economic macro markets, which in turn will create more sell-offs, more selling pressure, as people are anticipating a pretty significant recession, because at a time of recession, people are worried about putting food on the table, feeding their families, paying bills month to month. And then once we get out of a recession, which recessions can last anywhere between 6 months to a year, that's when people will start looking into getting back into different investment vehicles, including cryptocurrency. One thing I want to mention, and why I am kind of bearish when it comes to tomorrow, is the annual interest rate in the United States rode up and accelerated to 8.6%. The anticipation was 8.3% per the forecast from different analysts and different market seekers. But what we saw was an additional 0.3% increase in the US inflation rates. So what does this mean? I believe that we could see something as high as a 100 basis points increase in the interest rates. I could see Jerome Powell, as hawkish as he is, to do anything it takes to bring down inflation. So why does any of this matter to investors? Why does any of this matter to us in crypto? Why do we care about what's going to happen with interest rates? Well, think about supply and demand curves. That's exactly what these economic individuals are doing. Because remember, as the Federal Reserve Chair, economics, GDP, focusing on figuring out a way to ensure success in the United States economic status, we need to understand and continue to bring down inflation. We printed over $5 trillion during the pandemic. We, as in the United States, way too much money, but that's why we saw such a big market rally in March of 2020. crypto and stocks. Well, 2 years later, now we're starting to see the unfortunate side of what happens when you print too much money. That is an increase in inflation rates. So, as I mentioned, supply and demand, as we are going to hopefully see a rate increase of at least 0.5, 0.75, maybe even 100 basis points, which is a full percentage point increase in interest rates, what will that do in turn? You got it. It's going to decrease the demand for people to take out loans from the bank or take out big mortgages for different investments, including homes, small businesses, big businesses, reducing the demand, and in turn, hopefully bringing down prices for all everyday goods and services. So, unfortunately, based off the numbers that we saw, 1981 was the last time we have seen inflation at 8.6%, folks. The highest since December of 1981. Think back. Numbers when it comes to the Great Recession, as people are saying, this might be a little bit worse than expected. And again, if you're able to bite the bullet and able to dollar cost average, it might be the time to do so. But you got to make those decisions for yourself, because I can never tell you to buy, sell, or hold any asset in any market. But I can tell you what I'm doing. And for me, it's been a DCA month pretty much. Every time I see a price that I like, and ETH, the next price point I'm eyeing now is $1,000 of Ethereum. If ETH goes to $1,000, I'll be buying even more, and also any other ERC20 tokens that I like, including SHIBAINU and others alike. Appreciate your guys' support. Make sure you smash that like button and also consider subscribing to the channel. So until next time, everybody, as always, keep investing. Peace.